You by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. In obituary news on this Wednesday morning, Mr. Tommy Ewing, age 61, of Alexander City, died October 23rd in Montgomery. A memorial service will be held Thursday at noon from Armour's Memorial Funeral Home Chapel. Armour's Memorial Funeral Home in Alexander City in charge of the arrangements. Sarah Wills died at Grandview Medical Center on Tuesday. Curtis and Son Funeral Home will announce the funeral arrangements. And funeral arrangements to be announced for Nancy Talley, who passed away over the weekend at the age of 77. She died on October the 22nd. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, will announce the arrangements. Reuben Farrell Sizemore, age 80, of Talladega, died October 21st. A celebration of life memorial service will be October the 31st at Freedom Resurrection Outreach Church on Highway 78 in Pell City. That service starts at 1 p.m. Verlyn Robinson Brown, age 75, died October 26th. Graveside service Thursday at 2 o'clock from Bethlehem Cemetery in Munford, with Gerald Biddle officiating. The family will receive friends at Ursary Funeral Home in Talladega from 12:30 to 1:30 prior to the graveside service. Ms. Brown was a member of the Ironton Church of Christ and retired as a nurse from Clay County Hospital along with Talladega Healthcare Center. Ursary Funeral Home, Talladega, directing. Annie Ann Elizabeth Haynes, age 74, of Talladega, died October 25th. And the family will receive friends Friday at Talladega Funeral Home from 12 until 1. Then a graveside service will follow at 1:30 from Pine Hill Memorial Park with Brother Earl Sanders officiating. Talladega Funeral Home directing. Memorial service for Mr. William Waddell Jones, age 68, is Thursday at 1 o'clock from Community Funeral Home Chapel in Sylacauga. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org. Community Funeral Home in Sylacauga in charge of the arrangements. And funeral service for Nick Matherson Jr., age 81, of Sylacauga, will be Friday at 11 a.m. from Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga, with Pastor Joseph Morris officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Mr. Matherson died Monday, October 25th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. He loved B.B. Comer School, where he drove a bus for some 52 years. Also worked at Avondale Mills. He attended the Valley View Church of God and was a part of the bus ministry for many years. Also attended Mignon Baptist Church. Visitation will be Thursday from 5 till 7 at the funeral home, Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga, in charge of the arrangements. This obituary report this morning brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Call 256-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since the mid-70s. It's Curtis and Son Funeral Home.